Et voilà. There we go. We're starting the program right now. This first video will show you how to set your mind, where to put your mind, and how to breathe before you do any of the exercising, and how to relax yourself. See, it starts with sitting somewhere. I use a stool. Ideally you choose a chair, comfy chair, where you put your back against the backrest and relax your arms on you. Leave the shoulders down, relax the neck, the head and everything. And start breathing. I know some of the lower back pain when you're sitting like that might not be fully comfortable. The first advice on trying to relieve yourself against pain would be to first validate. See, when we're in pain, very often when we're in pain, we want to be anywhere else than in the here and now because we suffer. I know it feels like I told you, I had them all, but I succeeded to get rid of them each and every time. So, and that's what I use. First, validate what's going on. Assess what's going on, and you put your back on the backrest, you close your eyes, relax, and just breathe through the nose. This is how. The how-to is to breathe through the nose. The how is breathe through the nose, or breathe easily, deeply, softly, gently, and a bit more deeply than usual, progressively. But then the how-to is do it through the nose. In Quebec, we have that saying, that common saying, and never neglect the wisdom of the common sayings. I never do neglect that, because what it says when we say to someone in Quebec, someone who's stressed out and a bit hyper, and hey, we say, hey, breathe through the nose. It means relax. Why is that? Because the mechanical aspect of breathing through the nose will have the effect of calming the whole metabolism. Understand? You know, when you're stressed and you have your shoulders like that, what do? You don't breathe deeply. So first step would be emptying the lungs. And then when you have your back there, you try to make it through the nose. If it doesn't work from the beginning because you're plugged, you're congestion, then get something to blow your nose, clean it, put salty water in your nose. Try to empty or unplug your nose. Of course, if it's not possible because you have a certain disease or sinusitis maybe, then what you could do is still breathe partly through the nose, partly through the mouth, but very, very slowly. Because what does the breathing through the nose do is forcing you to breathe slowly, 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 because it's much quicker to breathe to the mouth, to empty, to fill up the lungs and empty them out, you know, emptying them out. So as you do, see, breathing to the nose is exactly the opposite, at the opposite end of the spectrum of people who panic, you know. People panicking, having hyperventilation, they do then their nervous system get excited and their whole metabolism as well. And then what's going on then? Even more than that, your body will start to produce stress hormones. And that's not what you want, because when you're in pain, that's what you do. You suffer, you're facing like that, and you shallow, you know, breathing is shallow, and you bring through the mouth. So now you have to try to do the exact opposite. See, you try to master breathing. Tell your body, because breathing is so important. See, it fulfills the first need of the body, which is the oxygenation, and it is the first tool you should use in whatever situation where you don't feel at ease. Understand? Of course, if you're in the woods and a bear runs at you, time to breathe through the through the mouth, because the hormones that then your body will produce will give you the power to fight back or to run away, you know, fight or flight. But at the moment you install yourself in this situation where there's no bear, there's no grizzly, there's no tiger, there's no one, no threat. So of course you make sure you're in a quiet environment, then start again. And force the breathing out. See, on a daily basis, what we do is we very seldom empty our lungs. Why do we feel so good when we exercise and need more blood flow and then evacuate the metabolic waste through sweat, through breathing out? It's because we breathe out. We fully breathe out maybe for the first time when we train, when we walk faster, when we do physical activity, or when we laughed. See, when you have a very nice, funny, like crazy dinner out with friends, or at home with friends, and you laugh out loud, you laugh so much, those are the only times where you do ha 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 ha. See, it empties the lungs. So it fully pushes all the waste out, the old oxygen that is no longer good for you, that if it stays there is just kind of a poison. See, so push it out, you know, force it out. That's why people get drawn. If you're in the water, underwater, and there's an automatism that's going to make you breathe in, even if you don't want to. After a minute and a half, 2 minutes, then you'll take a breath and water will come to your lungs. So that one we don't have to think about. The breathing in is an automatism, but the breathing out, you have to force it. You have to exercise the muscles that, see, when you fully fill the lungs, you stretch the tissues, and when you just let go, it's the elasticity of the tissues that pushes the air out. But then there's a certain level of elasticity, but then you could empty even more by forcing it. See, I do it through the mouth so you hear it now, but I could do the same through the nose. Gently, slowly in, and then very gently out through the nose. So that's what you do. So exercise that throughout the day. You're in your car going, you have the red light, signal light, you just try it. When you're alone on the street, there's no one racing you, or then you're calmer, try to breathe through the nose. Calm, calm. You're in the metro, in the subway, in wherever, in a lineup at the bank or wherever, instead of stressing out, when am I going to be able to practice that? That's the first thing, because a lot of stress is involved in amplifying the level of pain you have in your body. Level of inflammation, level of stress, level of stress hormones. Okay, so we won't go any further. I'll let you practice with that. And I'll see you in the next video where we really start with the physical actions, therapeutic actions. But this was the base, the foundation of it, of everything. Thank you. See you.